Hi, welcome back to the Prosperity Podcast. I don't think I've said that in a while. Haven't really introduced myself that well in a while. I just been coming on here and talking to y'all for real, for real. So, welcome back to the Prosperity Podcast. And if you are new here, thank you for joining us. I'm grateful for you. And if you're not new here, you know how it is. What's up? I love you. I love the new person too. But yeah, I love you and thanks for coming back. I was about to start telling you how I'm feeling, but don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend. Got me? Got me. Okay, so how are you? How are you feeling? How's your morning? How's your rising, as I should say? I don't really like to say morning. It's like good morning. I don't say that, so why am I even asking you? How is your morning instead of how is your rising? That is my apologies. So how is your rising? How is your afternoon? How is your nighttime? How is your whatever time you are seeing this? How are you feeling? You know I love a good check-in. I'm all about check-ins. Um, Honestly, I got my phone angled a different way. I told y'all I was gonna have y'all like I need to probably be over here. I told you I would have y'all turned and stuff and like angled different ways and stuff. So this is really different for me. I also can't see myself, so I'm just like here. I also don't know of how to angle look and stuff. So y'all get my point. I'm just like being recorded without like any knowledge to how this looks. And I don't want to go on and on and on. And then it's like last time I did a video like that, well, it was still facing me. It wasn't nothing new for real. But I made a video and you couldn't hear anything I said because I don't know. I don't know. The mic was on, but you couldn't hear anything I said. And when I say I was pissed, but then I try not to let it get to me. I don't know if you've seen that TikTok or not, but I try not to let it get to me because I'm like, okay, it is what it is. That's to really be like, damn, like all that, like, wisdom, all that conversing just for it to not be really like, you can't hear it and it's not useful anymore. You're like, that sucks. So I don't want the same thing to happen right now. It's my point. So yeah, I want to kind of get up and check, but honestly, I'm just go with the flow. And if this is a record or if there's something that turned out wrong with this video, that is perfectly fine. At least I got to sit down and talk out loud. You know, I have to be grateful for something, find gratitude in something. But today I wanted to talk to you guys about communication. I actually did a video like this, so this is communication part 2. I did a video on communication like 2 years ago, so the video's old. It's about time we resurface it, retouch it, and talk about it again. So we're gonna be talking. I just have to check, so I'm gonna look to make sure. Oh, okay. I'll give y'all a thumbs up. I think everything's going smoothly. This is a thumbs up. Let y'all know. But as far as recording, we are recording. As far as you guys hearing me, I'm not sure, but at least we're recording. That's something. I feel good about that. Feel good about that to move on. But I just didn't feel good if it's like something was wrong. So, anyways, um, I'm actually unbuttoning my pants because these joints are a little tight. Okay, that feels better. Yeah, got my little pouch. Little pouch today. We'll see how I'm looking in the month. If I still have a pouch, I still got a pouch, but the goal is to not have the pouch. So, anyways, how are you with communication? I like to ask questions because I'm a spiritual coach. That's just what I do. I love to go in with a question and then like pick apart the question basically. So, how are you with communication? Like, are you like avoidant? Are you anxious? Are you secure? And we're going to talk about all of these. This is what we are going to be talking about in the midst of talking about all of the stuff because you know how I get. So make sure you're chilling right now. Make sure you got a snack. Make sure you got your L. Make sure you got something to chill out and a vibe, even if it's just a buddy or it's just a sacred pillow that you like. Like mine is this. I love you very much. And then we have the like what's these called again? Sloth. These are mines. And they're so cute. And they're just the cutest. Look. Look at it. Hi. I'm Slothy. It's just the cutest. It's just the cutest. But yeah. So make sure you got your sacred stuff with you while you watch this because we finna just relax and finna just really tune in. I don't know how long this video gonna be. I feel like I'm gonna just, go with the flow with this and just see where we go. So, I wonder where the word communication even came from because I was like gonna go deep, deep on shit, but I ain't do all that deepness today. We're just gonna be talking about communication, but that was my wonder. Where did the word communication come from? What is the definition of communication? Communication, the definition is to transport words to another. I'm trying to make up like a different definition that I can think of that's cool, but like a depth, in depth. I don't know why I can't say stuff. DEPTH. Um, like definition. So let me think. You basically get it though. You think of one and then you comment. You comment and you let me know what you come up with. Because I'm all open for debates, discussions, opinions, statements, facts, information, all shits. Okay, I'm open. But yeah. Like, how are you with communication? And like, what does communication means to you? Because what it means to me is to be able to communicate how you feel or to express is like another form of expressing, whether that's expressing how you feel or expressing needs, whatever that is. Like right now I'm expressing the point of communication and I'm communicating that to you. So it's expression one to me, that's a good one. And yeah, like, how are you when you express? Are you good with expressing your feelings and communicating how you feel to someone that you love or to someone that you don't love, someone that you don't know, a boss or something, or whatever the case may be, a stranger? Can you be assertive? Are you assertive or are you like quiet? Is your throat chakra open basically? Because yeah, throat chakra is all about communication anyway. So that's good. We know that. So is your throat chakra open or is it closed? Because if it's closed, then communication might not go so well for you. And that could be anything. Like communicating is not just with like communicating is not just with communicating with people that like we don't know or we do know or whatever the case may be. It could also be something deeper than that, which is communicating with the universe, communicating with God, actually asking God, things that we want to ask instead of being fearful to ask or, just whatever to ask or just shying it away because of fear of whatever the case may be. That's like communication and fear on top of that. So you can it makes you, the fear blocks the communication. So that's another deeper aspect of like the chakra and like speaking, even internally, because I feel like, that's the deeper part internally. If you quiet and like you like still have things that you want to express to your universe, because telepathically, like we still can express ourselves, and it's like if you just like still shining away like inside your mind and like yeah, not communicating, is still not communicating in a way, and it's like how are you with it? Do you communicate? I feel like I like jumped to this part, but if you follow me, you follow me. Sometimes I be a little hard on myself, and it's like I was doing the right flow, but I'm not sure. So yeah, um, but yeah, communication. Let's take a break and really think about that. Think about what I just said and stuff, because I'm about to do that and really think about it. Like how am I with the communication? How am I with communication with people, places, what else? Like that, like what I was just saying. Do I communicate with nature? Stuff like that. Do I set boundaries with people? Am I loud about it? Am I open about it? Can I express my emotions without getting, without reacting and like getting angry and, causing chaos or causing mayhem that don't need to be caused? Can I just communicate in an effective way? That's secure. So are you secure? Can you communicate in an effective way where it's like, listen, I'm open to receive what you have to say, but also this is how I feel. Or listen, I know I made you feel this way and I'm open to hearing your feelings, whatever the case may be. That's communication at an effective and secure level. And I think that's where everybody should be at. We all need to be working to be there, or we should be at it at some level, whatever the case may be. So yeah, as y'all can see, I'm a little like tired and shit, and I think it's because I'm hungry. I want like Chick-fil-A or something. So yeah, that's the moods. But yeah. Do you set boundaries? Do you stand up? Like, do you advocate for yourself? Do you advocate for others? You know, do you advocate for what you believe in? These things are important because this is all a part of communication, and you can't just be like externally saying, "Oh, somebody's not communicating with me," or why isn't this communication going well? And it's like, well, do you know how to effectively communicate? Do you know how to effectively communicate with yourself? And you just have to reflect and ask yourself those things. But y'all know I always got my little notebook, so I don't know if y'all could see the. Yeah, I think y'all could see the whole thing. But if y'all was wondering what I was looking down at, I'm looking down at my little notebook. But can you receive critique? That's funny because when I wrote it, I was like, I wonder how I'm gonna say it, like, because I'm saying it like critique. But I hope I don't say like critic, and I just end up doing it. But can you receive like critiques and stuff, like, because some people don't like to be criticized, but honestly, I don't either. But I don't mind it if it's in an effective and secure way. Like it's coming from a genuine space. You know how to say it, and I know you mean well, and I know you just want what's best for me, and you want to see an elevation or growth. Then it's like, okay, I can receive it. But if you just like critiquing me and like you need to be critiquing yourself and like it's just like you're critiquing the wrong areas that I know doesn't need to be critiqued, then I'm gonna feel some type of way. And it's like I'm not gonna feel some type of way because I feel like you're right. I'm gonna feel some type of way. It's like, why the fuck are you in my face right now? Excuse my language if you're young watching this. Excuse my language if you don't like cussing, because it's very, it can make it go. I don't know, always make me do that. Like, but sometimes you just need to say it. You just gotta say the word that want to come out, and if it's a fuck, then it's gonna have to be a fuck. You know. But yeah, how are you with receiving it, and can you give it out with like giving it out how you would want it to be given out to you, like how you would want to receive it? So, like, do you be like, listen, I feel as though we've been doing great in this area, but we could really touch up this area, in a relationship, or you can really, touch up this because I feel like it'll help you as a person, or it'll help, this community, or it'll help this organization that we got going, or that you got going personally, like really just coming forward and saying, hey, maybe you need to hear this even if you don't want to. Are you good with that? That's another like advocacy of like just standing up and just giving it to people where they need to be giving it to. Even, in a I was gonna say in a nice way, but I turned around and said even in a not so nice way. Like if you really need to give it to them and they disrespecting you and stuff, don't close your throat chakra. Really be like, hey, I don't like the way you're speaking to me right now. It don't have to be disrespectful, but you can really show up for yourself in all aspects. So yeah, these are just little things that I wanted to talk to y'all about. Like y'all know I like to talk about something. I love a topic. I don't know why I don't like to just sit and press play. I like to have like it planned. But for the last one I sat and press play. So if you want to watch that one, that's more like chill, but you should watch it after this one. But yeah. I'm always jumping off topic now. I forgot where I was, but it's cool because we will end up back on track sooner or later. So, yeah, let's take a little break and vibe. And vibe. Because some people ain't really good with hearing the truth. And it's like, I'm trying to tell you how I feel so we can get past something. I'm not trying to tell you how I feel just to tell you how I feel. You think I want to tell you that you're being an ass? I'm telling you so we can correct it and we can move forward. But some people be like, I mean, look, you can just go. You can be dropped in. Okay. Okay, you want to defend that? Okay. But some things you can't drop. Like if you're in a marriage or something, or if you in a really like good relationship that you're gonna you wanna go somewhere with it, then you can't just like give up. Or a really positioned job that you love and you've been there for years or something, you can't really just give up. So you just kinda gotta be like, look, I'm trying to stand my ground here. But sometimes look, if people ain't willing to listen, you do gotta give it up. That just is what it is. That's just facts. And I always believe in that. That's just number one. But also, it's like you can give it a few tries, you know what I mean? But if those tries don't work out, it's like, okay, I put in an effort. This effort ain't getting me nowhere. And yeah, it is what it is. Boom, bada boom. But if you see the effort is getting you somewhere, then that's great. That's great. But I don't know. I'm just saying. But I'm thinking about communication and shit. Y'all like my hair? I did my hair. I don't know if you can see it from afar. I'll stand up for y'all. Hold on. I'm standing up. I'm standing up. That's a shame. I'm trying to make a performance for my little ass trying to stand up. Lazy ass is what I brother to say. But look at my hair. It's my first time doing this, so if you see any flaws, just remember that I'm perfectly imperfect. I'm the perfect moment at its most imperfect. I don't fucking know. Okay, just know I'm imperfectly perfect. And perfectly perfect. But yeah. So now take my picture. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Let me switch sides before you do that. If you don't take my picture, just look at me pose for a second. I should butt my pants, but let's put the teddy there. We always gotta add the deuces. I play too much. I do not know how to pose, especially when I can't see myself. It's like, what do I do? But yeah. Are you avoidant? Like, are you confrontational? Or do you just like be like, I'm not going to talk about that. We just not going to talk about that. Be quiet. Don't talk about that. I'm not going to bring this up because I feel like da da da. Like, I'm not gonna ever go to that place again because I don't ever want to see that person again. Because if I see that person again, then I gotta talk to them about what happened. I don't want to talk to them about what happened. Are you that type of person, or are you like, that type of person? I was avoidant, but now I'm not. At least I try not to be 98% of the time. So, yeah, that's avoidant. I just want you to think about these attachment styles, and if excuse me, if you know your attachment styles, then you should. Oh, all these burpees. Play too much, but if you know your attachment style, then it's to know like the other attachment styles if you don't know, right? So yeah. Um, are you secure? Secure is like, okay, basically like I know how to communicate. I know how to you know, basically all the things I listed. I know how to listen to people when they talk, and I know how to take um, you know, criticism. And I know how to set my boundaries in the world and with myself, like even with myself, I know how to set a boundary. And I know how to express my feelings. I know how to say this is how I feel. This is how I want to feel again. This is how I don't want to feel again. Whatever the case may be. That's secure. Just secure in yourself. And like, okay, I'm secure. I'm in the right lane, basically. I'm not swerving because I don't know which lane I need to be in. I'm so confused. You're secure. So are you anxious? And anxious is, I feel like I was both, but like maybe internally anxious before. And anxious people, I helped and puff because I was like, oh, I know they be going through so much. Because it's like, they'll like blow you up and stuff. Or like, anxious people, you can blow somebody up or just constantly not give someone room to breathe or like to think, and it's not your fault, it's just a style that you develop because of childhood, whatever the case may be, circumstances. But you know it's just like, and it can look like that physically and it can look like that in text. And you know what this means, like, are you okay, what you doing, you're not texting me back, is we fine, da, da, da. Or it could be like that in person, like, can we talk, I want to talk right now, don't leave, da, 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 da. Or it can look like that, I did text, right, I did physical, or internally, like, I wonder if they okay, I wonder if they think about me, I'm not going to text them now, oh my gosh. And then it's just constantly anxious, like, 24/7 thinking about it, even if you're not texting it or showing it. So that's anxious attachment. And then it's like, it's not really a good attachment style to be, because like even though you're communicating and stuff, it's just still too much pressure and stuff, maybe for the other person. So yeah. How's communication at home? Yes, I'm your therapist. Yeah, I'm your therapist. Call me therapist friend, because I thought it was funny writing it. I actually was gonna make that the first question. But you know how like you watch TV and then they be like, oh wait, you my therapist now? You're gonna ask me how mommy and daddy hurt me? Or like they always like make it seem like, oh, you're gonna go there now? Oh, we're going to home? And it's like, yeah, that's where it starts. Like, I'm sorry, but that's where everything starts. And I know it's so cliche, but it's actually so real. Especially I went to school for it. Like I got my certifications in childcare and all that other stuff, and it's like it's real. Like when I tell you it's real, it starts at home. So it's like, yes, child, I want you to tell me how was your communication at home. I want you to tell me how was your childhood. I want you to tell me what mommy and daddy did to you to make you like the way you are. But yeah. How's communication at home? And of course, like, you can't respond to me right now, but these questions, like I said, I like to ask the questions and when we go deep into it. But as I'm going deep into it, I would like you to even take a pause before we go deep into it and be thinking like, shit, like, you know, how was my communication at home? And I want you to think about it. And just like we talked about the attachment styles, or I mean, talk about the different styles of communication that you can be. You know what I'm trying to say? Like attachment styles. Yeah, the different attachment styles. I said it right. As we talked about different attachment styles, you can choose which one you are. Or, I'm familiar with this. Or, oh, like whatever the case may be, I know this. Like you just have the knowledge of it. And also, uh, I had a four, but I kind of like just brain farted. But yeah, so this is why I'm doing this. And then it's like, as we go on, you can go on in your brain, and then we just vibe like that. And then you know, evolve because now you are bringing that thought pattern and that research or that curiosity into your reality, and then you're doing that research or whatever the case may be, and then it helps you evolve in a way. That's the goal. So yeah, but yeah, how was your communication at home? So for me, my communication, it was like, so parents would talk. So okay, I lived, as y'all know, I don't know. I think I did talk about it. Y'all watch my videos. I lived with my mom, and then I lived with my mom, and then I lived with my mom. But living with my mom, she didn't really communicate. She wasn't a communicator. And when I would communicate with tears when I was young, especially. And like she would be like, "No fucking tears. Like before you talk to me, wipe your motherfucking eyes. Like literally wipe your eyes. Like as I'm crying, she like wipe, and I gotta wipe as I talk, or like you shut down, or like I'm gonna give you something to cry for, or like it's like just shut the fuck up until you're done crying." It was either those two. And then like with my mom, it was like I can express how I feel, but she'll also like not listen. So she wasn't like a good listener. She wasn't really like open to listening. But that's okay. That's just like due to whatever the kids may be. We all take it back to home, to her home, whatever. But at that time it was like she wasn't a good listener, and it's like, okay, so I'm expressing how I feel, and she's expressing like on top of that things that she assumed or whatever the case may be, or this, that, or it's just is what it is. I'm adult, you're a kid, so what you say doesn't really matter, and that's not really true. So, but anyways, would you say always matter as a kid or not? And if you do have kids watching this, what your kids say does matter. So you should ask them how they feel, what they thinking. Like come on, treat them as if you would treat a friend that you wouldn't want to lose. Because at the end of the day, when they get older, you're gonna wish they were around to talk to you and stuff. And I still talk to my mom. I love my mama. We like this, but that's because she is not the same. She's not the same person. Because if she was, I don't think we probably would be talking. But she's not the same person, and she's always willing to grow, and she is always willing to listen now, which I'm proud of. But anyway, yeah. So make sure you listen to your kid, and make sure you listen to yourself, your inner child. But yeah, how was your communication at home? Yeah, that's what I got. That's how my communication was. So as you can see, it wasn't really great. It made me avoidant. It made me not really want to share my emotions, not really want to share how I'm feeling. Internally kept it all like inside, etc. So that was me avoiding, but I was also anxious because it was like, if it was like if I was in a relationship or whatever the case may be, and like we was breaking up or something, like I would lose my shit, and that's like anxious because it's like what the fuck, like but that's also abandonment issues and stuff, because like that's a whole nother route. But like, so I was like, I guess half anxious, and then even anxious in a relationship with just chilling days, because it's like, like, are you ever gonna leave? That's the abandonment stuff, anxious part of abandonment. But I guess you could be anxious in all different types of ways, because some could be anxious with like abandonment, and some could be anxious with different things, and you never know, because a reason for whatever. But that's something to ponder on, wander on, and think about. Do you carry that with you to this day? Like, do you carry how your communication skills were as a child in your life now? Like, how do you show up in the world? And do you give that out? Like, if your parent didn't hear you, are you a good listener? Like I said before previously, do you listen to others? You probably don't listen to others because your parent didn't listen to you. So now you internally don't really talk about your feelings, but you also don't listen to others. And listening doesn't mean like, oh yeah, well, I listen to you. Like you can listen to someone, but still not hear them with your response. Like I can tell you, you didn't make up my bed for 3 days. This is, I don't know. You didn't make up my bed for 3 days in a row, Stanley. And Stanley says, well, your bed already had a sheet on it. So I just feel like you should have made the bed up. I don't know, like, or Stanley, you didn't make up my bed in 3 days, and Stanley says, oh, I'm trying to think of a good one because they sound like okay, and it's like normal as you say it, but it's like as the time go on, it's like you're not listening to me because I'm asking you to make up the bed, and you keep making excuses for making up the damn bed. That's not listening too. But another way is like you saying, you hurt my feelings. You made me feel like shit yesterday. And they say, well, yesterday I forgot that I was going through this. And yesterday, do you know that yesterday? And then they go on about something completely off topic. And now y'all are talking about something else. And you're still thinking about how you hurt my feelings. Like, you still thinking about how, like, that person hurt your feelings yesterday. That's like them not, like, it's not hearing and that's not validation. So yeah, I don't know. I just want to give examples of that. But like, do you carry that communication style with you? And that's it for that. But do you carry it with you? And are you trying to change it? What are you doing to change that? That's the next question. Think about it. Write it down. Take a breath, and let's really. What am I doing to change? Sorry, it dragged a little bit. What am I doing to change the way I show up with my communication if it's not effective to how I would like it to be? Or, how am I with my communication skills? And then you could check it out and maybe you're doing great. But if you're not, you can always work on it. And that's, if you're avoidant, try speaking up more, expressing your feelings more, advocating for yourself more, even if it's in a little way. If you're not good with boundaries, set boundaries for yourself. Tell somebody, no, I'm not doing this. Or tell somebody, you know, this is this and this is what it is. These are my non-negotiables. And it's either you take it or leave it. Like let's just like take steps to actually become what we wanna, where we wanna be or what we wanna become. And yeah, if you're already there, then go you. I'm proud of you and yeah. I love you, but I wonder how long this video is because we are pretty much done with that. So yeah, that was great. That was nice and all. I wonder how you are feeling. I wonder if you enjoyed this video or not. But I want to do breath work with y'all, but maybe I'll do it in another video. I feel like we talked enough and stuff, and we pretty much talked about communication and stuff. Like we talked about something. So if you won't miss me, I'll be right back with another video. I might post one tomorrow. And what this part is me about to say. I was gonna say don't forget to like and subscribe. But actually I also want to say thank you for being here for thank you for being here first. And I am grateful for you and I appreciate you and I want to affirm some positive affirmations over you because I really do truly love you and you are a reflection of me if you are watching this in some way, in some form, in some timeline. So I love you. I appreciate you. And I'm sending you love. I'm sending you positivity. I'm sending you abundance. I'm sending you clear thinking. I'm sending God your way. I'm sending blessings your way. I'm sending miracles your way. I'm sending everything that's positive your way. Positive butterflies, magic, fairy, dust to you. So I love you. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share and send to a friend. I was about to go up, but I forgot I got my little thing here. So yeah. I guess I'm gonna end this now. I'm gonna miss y'all though. But I'll be back. Okay, bye.